Hello everybody, I am Lambeth and you're watching my first ever YouTube video. I am nervous but excited, so let's get started. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Alien palette. As you can see, it's been well loved already. I got this for Christmas and it is my favorite palette that I own. It is amazing, to say the least. So what we're gonna do first is tape our eyes. And we're gonna tape from the corner of our eye to the end of our eyebrow. And there we go. And then we're going to prime. I'm just going to use the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Just do a few dabs on my eyelids and blend that out with my finger. And as I am getting ready, I will, tell you a little bit about myself. I am 21 years old. I am a wife and a mother of two beautiful little boys, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. Which means I'm always on my toes and always busy. Alright, so in the palette, I dropped my foundation. The first color we're going to use is Abduction, right here. And we're going to take that on a big fluffy brush and just start working this into the crease. And with shades like this, I like to press rather than blend. If you see me looking this direction, it's because I'm using the mirror on the palette. And then we'll go and do the same with this eye. Next, not that brushed. We're going to take this brush. Hold on. First, we're going to wipe it off. I'm really bad about washing my brushes, so I just keep a rag handy to wipe shades off. And we're going to go into Flying Saucer. We're going to put that just underneath Abduction to deepen up the crease. We'll just keep building that up and swirling the brush and pushing upwards so that it blends well into that first shade. So something else about me is, well, I wanted to do YouTube for a while. I've been toying with the idea for quite a while, actually. but I never really got the motivation to actually do it until 2 days ago. Oh, I forgot to tell you, we're going into Ghost OG, which is a very dark green. I got on my Instagram, where I post most of my looks, I got reposted on the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Instagram story. And that just kind of, you know, gave me the push that I needed. And I know it's gonna be a rough start, but makeup is what I love to do. And I won't make anything work unless I try it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take this brush, small fluffy brush, and go into Black Hole. Ooh. And we're just going to press that right in the outer corner, just to really deepen that up. And don't worry if you get it in the crease, because if you do, you can just pick up that same brush that we used for Ghost OG and blend. Let's see. I'm trying to think of other things I can tell you about myself. I love cats. I do have a cat, and you will most likely see her jumping around the room in some of my videos. She likes being in the room with me while I do my makeup. Simply because this is a room my kids do not get to be in. Alright. I promise it doesn't look as bad on cameras. Like, it doesn't look as bad in person as it does on camera. And sorry I keep moving. I don't really have a chair right now because my actual vanity is back there, but this over here is where the natural light is. Alright, so what we're gonna do right now is cut the crease. So I like to draw a line right there and look up, and that shows me where my crease needs to be. And I just start slowly drawing my line and filling in. And we'll do the same on the other side. This is using that same Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I believe it is in the lightest shade, because as you can see, I am very pale. Alright, so now that our crease is cut, we're going into with a flat brush like this. We're going to spritz it with a little bit of the Wet n Wild Natural Finish setting spray. That went everywhere. And we're going to go into the shade Pluto, which is like, there we go. It's like a white shimmer. We're gonna start that right here. And just make sure you don't take it all the way through the crease. Just a little. And the same on the other side. And because this brush has a domed end, it's fantastic for lid shades in a cut crease because it can get up close to the line where you cut your crease. And now we're going into the shade Interstellar. It's a light gold. You know, this is going to be a rough start for me because I'm not a professional makeup artist. I do not have professional filming equipment or lighting or anything like that. I'm just doing what I love. And then we're going to go into UFO, which is this shade right here. Basically just creating a gradient throughout the lid. And then the flat brush like this, we're going to go into Ghost OG, that darkest green, and just press it right above that line where we cut our crease. It's gonna be a rough start, but you know, I believe if you're doing what you love, something good will come out of it. We're just going back and blending with that middle green shade Flying Saucer. And then we use Black Hole on the outer corner of our eyes. We're just going to tap back into that and make this outer corner look a bit more seamless and not as harsh from where we cut the crease. All right. Now I don't usually do liner because I'm really bad at it. So we will go ahead and take the tape off. And there we go. I'll start with my primers for my face. I have already exfoliated and moisturized. This is the Tone Adjusting Primer from e.l.f. And then this Perfecting Primer, which is Pore Filling Primer from Hard Candy. I do have very large pores, and these are one of the few combinations I have found that actually helps fill them. There we go. And then we are just going to go in with the Milani Perfect and Conceal. This is shade 00B Light. This is not my favorite foundation, but at a drugstore price it does have decent coverage. So we're just going to dot that around the face. I don't like using my high-end foundation on like a daily basis simply because it is very expensive and I don't have the money to go out and buy it whenever I run out. So now we're just going to take a Morphe Y6 brush that is very dirty and needs to be washed and just start tapping this out. Now it does look very, very light for my skin tone, but this foundation does oxidize a bit. So I buy a shade lighter than what I would normally use, and it pretty much oxidizes to my perfect shade. This whole video thing is going to be a learning process for me, but stick with me through it, and I'm sure it'll be great. Drag it down the neck just a bit. And now we'll use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, which I need to get more of. I tap off a bunch in the lid, start under my eyes, and then start packing it all over my face. I do know I'm breaking out along the side of my face, and that bit is not wanting to cover. But that's all right. Now we're going to use the Wet n Wild contour palette, which I obviously need a new one of. Forgot my contour brush. Got it. Oh, no, that's setting way too low. There we go. Just tap it in, draw a line where I want my cheekbone to be, and then I start blending up. And the same on the other side. I'm gonna messily contour the nose just a little bit. And then... Sorry, we stopped recording for a minute there. But we're back. We're just gonna keep building up that cheekbone, but working our way backwards. Oh no. I'm not going to pretend like I have perfect skin. I battled with acne, like cystic acne, starting when I was 10. And I'm not going to pretend like I'm not self-conscious about it, because I am. But in starting this channel, I want it to be a safe place for people who do have insecurities and are worried about the way their skin looks or the fact that they don't have hair. I shave mine off by choice because I like it this way. We're gonna use a mystery blush, no clue what it is, no clue what shade, what brand, nothing. But I want this to be a safe place. I'm pretty weird. I enjoy being weird. I enjoy being different and odd. And I want this to be a place where people can appreciate that about me, about themselves. light right in my eyeball. There we go. Now there's a hair on my nose. Just gonna blush a little bit up here. I love blush. I think blush is so fun. Alright. Now we're gonna go back into the Alien palette. We're gonna take that little bitty flat brush into Black Hole and just gently push that right up against the lower lash line, just on the outer corner. I can see this hair, but I can't reach it. Does that ever happen to anybody else? Like, you can see freaking hair, but you can't get it? I think I might have got it. All right. So we're gonna go into this brush that we used for Flying Saucer. And we're going to really smoke out this lower lash line. I love, love, love a good smoked out lower lash line. And then we're gonna take that first big fluffy brush, go back into Abduction, and just keep smoking it out. And then, if I can find it, we're gonna take that flat brush that we used for our crease colors, go into the first shade, Pluto, and start building that right from the inner corner. And then we'll go into that next shade, Interstellar. And there we go. All right, next is, I'm gonna get a makeup wipe to wipe this off my hand. Oh no. All right, we've got that done. We're gonna do brows. Now, I don't really have a lot of hair, but I am naturally dirty blonde. However, I don't do natural brow colors. I normally, if I'm doing, I'll normally match my eyebrows to whatever eye look I did. So today, our eyebrows are going to be green. And I just take a little angled brush. Most of my brushes are from Wish, by the way. If anybody who sees this video is wondering where my brushes came from, Wish. Except for my Morphe Y6 brush, I'm actually going to use one of my highlighters for a mirror while I do this brow. But yeah, I have my Morphe Y6 brush and I have my Morphe M510. And I believe those are my only like name brand brushes. And I just kind of fill in. I will draw a bottom line, and to keep the front ends from looking too blocky, I draw the bottom line all the way in, and start from that bottom line and flick my brush up to create little hairs. And there's one brow. I am actually using the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Velour Liquid Lipstick in shade Crocodile Tears. It's my favorite green. Now we'll go into the next brow. Don't have my spoolie with me. Was not prepared. And we're just gonna do the same thing. And we're gonna do our best to make them even. My brows never come out even, so just cast your expectations away with that one already. I'm not very good at doing brows, but I have some days where they come out okay. Start drawing those little hairs. Yep, and this is gonna be one of those days they don't want to cooperate. Of course it is. I think that's as good as the brows are gonna get. Yes, my brows are generally very thick. Okay, so next is going to be mascara. I'm using the, oh, I don't know if you can see it, Voluminous L'Oreal Lash Paradise. We'll try that. Nope, it's not gonna work. But I don't usually wear false lashes, simply because I don't really have the patience to put them in. I'm gonna go back and use my highlighter for a mirror. I don't have the patience to put them in. I really don't. Maybe if I bring the camera in closer. Alright, and now we'll go in. I did a couple layers on the top lashes. I always only put mascara on my outer lashes. I don't like to darken my inner corners of my eyes because darkening the outer corners makes them look much bigger. Now we'll do a few layers on the bottom. Mascara's done. And now we'll go into just my Wet n Wild pencil liner. And we're going to tight line just the outer corners. Just to give even more depth and definition. Nope, I'm gonna have to put the mirror down and do this with two hands. I always pull my lower lash down. There we go. I'm seeing a little bit of patchiness on that outer corner of the lid. So we're gonna go back into the palette with that little bitty brush, this one. Go back into that black shade and just kind of fill in this patchiness here. All right. And now, I think for highlight, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice Pro Palette, maybe. And I'm just going to use shade Ice Cold. You can tell that I've loved this palette too. I'm a very, very, very big Jeffree Star fan. I think his formulas are amazing. I love him as a person. So that is also something that I should put out there right now. I'm a huge Jeffree Star fan. And if that offends you or you don't like him, I'm sorry. This is not the channel for you. I probably won't be doing like reviews per se, simply because I can't really afford to go out and get the newest products. So this channel will probably be more tutorials than anything. Alright, we're going to use Jeffree Star Velour Lip Scrub. This one is Pumpkin Spice Latte. And normally I don't like pumpkin spice latte, but this stuff is amazing. I have very dry lips, so this helps a lot. And it is edible, so you can just lick it off. And I think I'm going to use the Velour Liquid Lipstick in shade Daddy. Oh, that was messy. I do overdraw my lips every once in a while. Not always, but sometimes. All right. I'm going to use just a little bit of this setting spray. Maybe. That's better. Alright, let me pick you guys up. And there's the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Yeah. I hope I wasn't too awkward for you. And if you did enjoy it and you'd like to see more, if you'd like to see me drop things more and you'd like to see more tutorials and you'd like to see me get better through my makeup journey, then give a like, maybe a subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye.